What's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Tanner Creates It. Today, we're going to start a personal project of mine. We're going to build the Ultimate Nintendo Switch kit. What might that be, you ask? Well, I came up with the idea out of my love for making bags and packing bags. I really enjoy making backpack videos. Well, I made the one backpack. Version 2 is in the works. That's all I'll say on that. So I figured I'll take that into making my Ultimate Switch kit. Plus the fact that I've seen other people do it online. So I decided that I wanted to make my own version. Now the first thing that I thought when building this kit is I had a bunch of different ideas in my head of what I want to put in the kit. And so I decided that I need to make a list of some ideas and then narrow it down to what is essential for this kit. So, let's make a list, shall we? So this is my first draft of my Ultimate Switch kit list. So now we need to come up with some definites that we actually are going to put in this kit. So Switch obviously is a must. That's our main console. Can't do anything without it. Definitely will be in there. Dock substitute is definitely going to be in there. What I mean by dock substitute is, so you have the actual Nintendo Switch dock, and this is all fine and good, but it's super big, it's super clunky, and so that's not easy to fit in a bag. They do make bags that you can fit the dock in, but they're more like a actual backpack, so we don't want that. And so a dock substitute is a must. The only issue with that is you have to be careful which substitutes that you actually use, because the Switch, the HDMI cable, and the adapter are different than, say, normal adapters. Like, you can't just use a normal USB Type-C cable for your Switch. You have to use a special one, because otherwise you risk bricking your Switch. And for those of you that aren't familiar, bricking your Switch is basically just, it's a paperweight. So we don't want to do that. So on to the next thing, case, bag is definitely important. Headphones, I'm going to say, are not as important. So we'll make a note right here in parentheses. Not super important. Just because I know because with this next one over here, a adapter, like a Bluetooth adapter, I think the one I'm kind of thinking of is one that I think the company's called Genki makes. I apologize if I said that wrong, but my reasoning is if I have this adapter, I don't necessarily need headphones, because I can just use a pair of I can use my Sony M1003s, which are always in my backpack anyway. So battery, again, I'm gonna label as a not important one, because I always have a battery in my bag, so that's not going to be something we need. I'm also going to put a not important by an extra cord, because if the dock substitute should also charge the Switch, and if I have that the cables for that, I don't need an extra cord. Game case is important. We're going to leave that in there. Controller rails. If you don't know what a controller rail is, it's just this little piece of plastic with grooves in it to hold two Joy-Cons together. You will eventually see that. And I'm also going to label our Pro controller not important. And again, not that I don't love my Pro controller, but the controller is big and bulky. And if you know me, you know I'm all for about that minimalist life. So we're going to say no to the Pro Controller, but I will say yes to extra Joy-Cons. And so with that, I think we have a pretty decent list here. Here I have a good start for our Ultimate Nintendo Switch kit. The way this video series, I'm gonna call it, will work is just that it's not gonna be a scheduled thing. It's gonna be like I'll buy bits and pieces of things over time, just because I know things. I think most of this stuff I can get for decent price just from doing some looking on like Amazon and YouTube, seeing what other people use. But I do know that the dock substitute may not be cheap. I have a couple in mind, and I know one of them is a little bit on the expensive side. So we'll see what happens with that. And so this is just going to be a casual thing I'm putting together over time. And so I wanted to make a video on it so that I can bring you guys with me and just show you something that I do with my spare time. So thanks for watching. If you're not a subscriber, I encourage you to subscribe so that you will always get notified when the best content comes. If you have any questions or comments for me, leave them down in the description below. I will always take the time to answer all your comments, any of your questions. I really enjoy when you guys comment and I can communicate with you guys. And I think that's all there is to say. So thank you for watching. Hope you're all staying safe out there.